Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. So while we're waiting for people to come in, hello, how have you guys been? I hope that you all have been doing well. Someone joined. Hello. Hey, Darnell. So, how have you guys been? How has your week been? How has the month been? We're already at the middle point of the month. I cannot believe that. It seems like the year just started and it is steadily moving. So, just to give you guys a few updates. Awesome. Awesome. What do you guys have planned for tonight? So, just to give you guys a few updates with me, the website will be officially launched on March 1st. I am super excited about that because it has been a long time coming and there have been a lot of updates going on with the website, things that I started to change. And it's like, even when I thought I was done, it was like, oh no, I want to add this or I want to tweak this. Like I would even get thoughts in my sleep. It's like I would wake up and it's like, wait, I have to add that. So it would definitely be up March 1st. It would be new and improved. And like I mentioned to you guys before, I will do some videos detailing my experiences with why the website was super duper important and why I needed to change. And hopefully it will help motivate you all to make some similar changes if you need them. Because some of you might already be on it, but I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys before, but a website was just something I felt I had to have. So it's like, okay, so if I need a website, here you go. But there really was not a lot of thought that I put into it. It was not the worst, but it still was not the best either. So, like I said, I cannot wait to share that experience with you all to let you all know what that has been like for me and why I'm super duper confident about it now and how it has really motivated me to just keep going harder and to keep pushing further. So, I cannot wait to share that with you all. So, let me do a time check here. So it is 6:03. So I will go ahead and get started. So if you see the title, tonight's video is entitled Now That I'm Here. So if you tuned in with me 2 weeks ago for How Did I Get Here, I was giving you 4 steps to help you get from hating it here to loving it here. So if you're someone who hasn't been happy with where you are right now, I shared 4 steps to help get you to where you can be content right here, right now, in the present moment. Not thinking about the past, not fearful of the future. However, this video, it is going to teach you what to do now that you're here. So, of course, we all want to get here. We want to be in this place to where we're happy with where we are, we're content with where we are, even if nothing changes. Like, we're good over here, right? However, it still takes work in order to make it here because any road move can send you backwards, so you have to be extra, extra, extra careful once you're here to stay here. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you all tonight. And just to give a disclaimer, I am not a licensed professional. I am not a life coach. I am not a mental health professional. So anything that I am sharing is just merely based on my experiences. They're suggestions. So I'm not saying you have to do this. It worked for me. So it may or may not work for you. Hey, Luanda. So I just wanted to put that out there. In any event that you do feel you need the help of a professional, please seek professional help. Do not hesitate. But just as a disclaimer, I'm not one of those people. I'm just sharing my experiences. So, good evening. How are you, dear? So, like I mentioned to you guys, 2 weeks ago, I started talking about how to get here. So, now that we're here, we're going to talk about what it takes to stay here. And of course, just to give you guys a recap, before you get here, you have to acknowledge where you are. You have to confront where you are. You have to express gratitude for where you are. Then you have to learn to accept where you are. And once you do those 4 things, you made it here. However, you have some more work to do. So that's not the end all be all. And even though, yes, it may seem as if it was a lot of work involved in getting here, it's going to take some more work to stay here. So one of the main things that you have to do is to continue to seek. A lot of people feel that once they reach a certain destination, that's all the work that they need to do. It's like, look, I made it. I know I'm not where I used to be. So, you know what? I'm good here. So, the same eagerness that you had to seek when you were trying to get here, you have to still seek now that you're here. And if you're wondering what you should be seeking, just seek more answers, seek more solutions. If you're trying to figure out how to get to where you want to be, continue to seek those options. If you don't like where you are financially, figure out what you need to do in order to improve financially. If you're dealing with mental health issues, dealing with your emotional health, seek a licensed professional or go to someone who you know is trained and licensed to help guide you through your journey. Seek a life coach, someone who can be there alongside you. Oh my God. So my sister said my daddy's watching and listening too. Hello. So just continue to seek, and I guarantee you, you will find, even spiritually. If you're someone who wants a closer relationship with God, ask for it. Ask God to reveal to you where you should go, who you should talk to, who you should connect with, how you should grow closer to Him. Don't be afraid to seek Him in prayer. And prayer is just a conversation, it doesn't have to be anything that's super fancy. Just say whatever it is that you're in need of, something that you're confused about, something that you're questioning. Just put it out there. And as you continue to seek answers and solutions, seek confirmation. I mentioned to you guys before that the season of my life where I am right now, I continue to get confirmation. It doesn't matter who I'm talking to, what I'm listening to, what I'm watching. I continue to see the same messages pop up over and over and over again. So once you're able to clear out all the things that were distracting you before, you open yourself up to see more. Things that were probably in front of you the whole entire time, now your vision is clearer and now you can see more. And just continue to seek that confirmation. If it's a career move that you were making but you weren't sure, but yet and still you hear someone say something that you've been pondering yourself, take that as confirmation. Take that as a sign to move forward. Thank you. Thank you. So just continue to seek that confirmation once you start to get answers. And this is going to be something that is continuous. So continue to keep pushing forward, continue to keep going. Whatever it is that you need answers for, continue to seek them and you will definitely find them. And another big thing that is important for me is seeking community. We cannot do this alone. I was one of those people who was a loner and I was just isolated for a very long period of time, thinking that, you know what, it's just me, myself, and I don't need other people, because I felt other people just brought in extra drama. But no, you create more drama trying to figure out everything by yourself because it's a heavier load for you to carry. So if you wanted to work on your friendships, your family relationships, your romantic relationships, even your work relationships, like there are people that are there, people who are your people. And of course, it's going to take some work, to weed through everyone to figure out who is for you and who isn't. However, there's a community that's waiting for you. Like I like to say, your tribe, your people, the people who are for you. And I know that some people may have had some bad experiences with their family in the past, and I get it. I've been there. However, you can create your own family. Your family doesn't necessarily have to be the people who you were born to. It can be the family that you create all on your own, especially if you're away from home. If you're in another city, another state, you can create your own family away from home, so just continue to seek community. And it doesn't have to be face to face. I know we're still very much so in a pandemic, so you don't have to meet up face to face all the time. We have technology. Get on the phone, send a text message, get on video chat, use social media. If you're someone who's still not all the way comfortable with someone having your personal information, social media is a great way to connect with people. So just continue to seek that community. If you're interested in joining a church community, join the church community. There are a lot of social groups that you can join. Like, there are so many great opportunities to build community. So if that's something that that you've been lacking in, something you've been curious about, but you didn't know exactly like if it was for you, here is your sign. Seek community. It is so great to have people who can support you along your journey, especially people who have been where you are, or people who are where you want to be. Those are great people. Seek mentors, people who can help guide you. We have someone else who joined. Hello. So just continue to seek all of those opportunities to just fellowship with other people. It doesn't take much. It doesn't have to be a lot. People can hold you accountable. They can support you. They can just be a listening ear. And also at the same time, you can be that for them. So it's something that will be reciprocated. It's not just one sided, like you're just giving, but no, they can receive from you as well, and vice versa. So once you seek, the next thing that you do is serve. And this has been something that I have been literally preaching about probably for the past 4 or 5 live videos that I've done, because serving has just been blowing my mind in the reward that I've been getting. And it's not necessarily something that's monetary or something that's self-fulfilling. It's like it's just rewarding to know that I can be used in a good way, that I can just serve other people and inspire other people to serve other people. And of course, I know a lot of people, when they think about service, their mind just goes to community service or something like that. And it's much bigger than that. Even though, yes, it's great to help out around your community, you can help clean up, you can host food drives, things like that are absolutely great. But sometimes service is what I was mentioning with community, just being available to someone, just being present for someone, just being there, letting someone know that it's like, okay, even though I might have other things going on, I can make time to be available to you. And it's not just with your money either. You know, when a lot of people hear like serving other people, they think that there has to be a price tag associated with it. It does not. You can give your time, your talent, and your treasure. If you are someone who creates, you can create something for other people. That was one of my gifts. You know, I was always the person who would write for other people, whether it's a song, whether it's a poem, a story. I would always share my gifts in that way. You know, if you're someone who sings, sing for someone. Like just giving them like a little message to brighten up their day with you singing them a tune or something. It's like, that's service. And even if you're someone who speaks, it's like take time, just like I'm doing right now. Take time just to share your story, share your experiences, even if it's just a few words of encouragement that you want to share with someone that you're not even sure who it is. You just hope that it falls on the right ears. Serve. Figure out where you serve best and just show up and continue to show up consistently and make sure that how you serve isn't just self-fulfilling, that it's not self-seeking, making sure that you are serving humbly, making sure that you are doing it willingly and faithfully. Because of course, the end goal isn't for you. It's not. And in a lot of ways, and you serving others, it opens you up to be served, you know, in ways that you least expect, because you never know what you're going to receive in return from other people once you open yourself up to serving. You know, so don't do it for the accolades, don't do it for the praise, don't do it for the likes, for the shares. You know, you don't need anyone to pat you on your back for something that you are willingly doing, for something that's helping you be a better person. And I guarantee you guys, like, once you dedicate yourself like to just serving others selflessly, it's like there's no room for you to be selfish. You don't think about yourself in that way. You know, in the past, you know, I've always been a very giving person, but because I was giving to the wrong people, I used to feel that people were taking advantage of me. So I went through this period to where it's like, you know what? I'm just going to be selfish. I'm going to see about me. And during that time, I was absolutely miserable, you know, because again, that was something that was innate to me to serve. And I was allowing a bad experience to stop me from doing that. So one thing that you have to notice when you're serving is making sure that you are actually in your assignment. A lot of times we take on assignments that are not for us. We help people that we are not intended to help. And sometimes we help them, but not in the way that we are intended to. You know, sometimes it's like we just take on way too much when all we were meant to do was just give them an encouraging or uplifting word. But then we try to help them figure out the problem when it's really on them to figure it out. Just be available. You know, just do what you can for who you can. Just serve. So, last but not least, you know, while you're seeking, while you're serving, you must sustain. And there are certain areas where if you sustain in one, you will sustain in all of them. It's like this ripple effect, this domino effect. So if you are sustaining mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially, I guarantee you will continue to blossom while you are here. And I know a lot of people might not think that these things are interconnected, but trust me, they are. Oftentimes, we have someone who joined. Hi. So oftentimes a lot of people feel as if, you know what, if I just got my money right, I would be okay. But oftentimes the reason why your money isn't right is because your mindset is not right. Hey, how are you doing? And also you're holding on to a lot of bad past experiences. If you're someone who's had a lack mindset, if you grew up on survival, not knowing how bills were going to be paid, how food's going to be put on the table, you grow up and become an adult who thinks that way. Even though you have a lot of money, you hoard it because you think there's going to be one day that I'm going to need it and I'm not going to have it. And that can be damaging, very damaging to you, even if you're someone who's never been motivated to do. If you've always thought that, oh, I'm never going to have anything because that's what my life has been, you're never going to have anything because that's the mindset that you have. But once you start attacking that, you start to see, wait a minute, I've been holding myself back. So once you're able to free up that lack mindset, it's like, oh, now I'm opening up myself to abundance. And from that, you can work on healing all of those emotional wounds that you got from childhood, from having a lack mindset. And it will trickle down to your finances. And I guarantee you, even physically, your stress will disappear. A lot of reasons why people are stressed is because of all these outside factors. They have family issues, money issues, they have mental issues, all of these things that are weighing down on them. Oftentimes, it manifests physically. If you're wondering why you have a lot of headaches, if you're wondering why you have an increased heart rate, why you can't sleep well at night, why you either have an increased appetite or you really don't have one, a lot of it can be from all of these other factors where you're lacking mentally, emotionally, spiritually, even with your spirituality. Whenever you're not sure, like, okay, so I know there's a God, but I'm not exactly sure, like, how I'm supposed to depend on God. I don't know how to go to God. I don't know how this even works because I'm here and God is somewhere else. If you are in that space, I guarantee you, if you just allow yourself to just be still, allow yourself to be still enough to just listen, allow yourself to just see what's around you. Once you're able to see that, it's like you start to open yourself up to where, wait a minute, what I thought I didn't have, I have. And even the things I thought I wanted, I don't even need because I have everything I need. And once you're able to open up yourself in that way, you're able to see the world completely differently. And I know that there are a lot of people who have issues with spirituality and the Bible, and I get it, but this is for the people who do believe in God because this has been something that has helped me. Once you really do, like I mentioned before with seeking, once you earnestly seek God, I guarantee you a pathway will open up for you. And one of the main things it teaches you is how to love. And one of the most important things is learning how to love yourself. And if you do not know how to love yourself, you will not love your body. You will not love your mind. You will not take care of your emotions. You will not take care of your finances. You will not take care of any of those things. All of those things will continue to be in shambles. And that's the reason why I mentioned, even though it may seem as if these things are separate, they're all interconnected. And it doesn't have to be in the order that I mentioned. It can be one thing connected to the other and any type of connection that you want to make between them. It's always going to be one thing. If you can fix that, then you can fix the other one. Yes, my sister said, take everything. I don't want it. I don't need it, God. I just want you. And that has been a song that like has been on repeat in my mind. Like for a week I just listened to that song after listening to a podcast. And the host mentioned just get one song, listen to it on repeat just to connect with God. And that was the song. And it's like that's all I think about now. It's like all of these things that may seem as if they're important to the world, like they're not important to me. I just want to make sure that I am the best version of me and making sure that I am doing what I am called to do. I don't have time to think about what other people are doing. I don't have time to sit here and be jealous of what other people have, envious of what other people have, covet what they have, because it's like that's for them. I just want what's for me. I just want to do what's for me. And once you're able to be in this little bubble, you're able to shield yourself from all of these outside forces, the things that do attack your mind, that attack your emotions, that attack your body, that attack your relationships, that attack your finances, that attack anything and everything in your life. Yes. I guarantee you, like listening to a song on repeat, it will make like a world of a difference. I guarantee you, because the message of the song is what's being embedded in your brain. So once you're able to just connect with the words, connect with the message, that becomes a part of you. And that becomes, in a lot of ways, your mantra, which is what this host talked about a lot. Like, what is the theme of your life? Like, what is the theme? Or not even like your life, where you are right here, right now. What would you name it? What would that be for you? You know? And for me, the main thing, I'm not sure if you guys can see because it's backwards, but what I have on my wall is have faith, keep going. And anything that reminds me of that, that is what I consume. That is what I feed myself. And in doing that, I have seen increases in all of these areas in my life because now I'm super focused. I'm laser focused on what is for me. And I'm not worried about what is behind me. I'm not even worried about what is in front of me. And even though I am hopeful for what is to come, I'm just focused right here, right now. So, just to give you guys a recap of what to do now that you're here, you have to seek, you have to serve, you have to sustain. So, those are the three S's: seek, serve, sustain. And once you do those things, you will be able to find peace right here, right now, and you'll be able to keep it. And once you're able to have that here, you will definitely be able to take it with you there because the goal is to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So whenever your there shows up, you don't have to stop and be like, wait a minute, am I ready for it? You will be prepared for it. And that is what this season is doing for you. It is preparing you, it is equipping you, it is pruning you, fine tuning you for what is to come. So all your wildest dreams, the things that have been in your heart forever, the things that you've always wished and hoped for and dreamed of, they are on the way. However, it takes you doing the work to get to that season of your life. And once you figure out, like, all right, I'm ready, this is what I want, and I'm willing to go after it, I guarantee you, you will receive it. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was the conclusion of my, I guess you can say, my Here series. So we're going to be doing something a little different. Next time you see me, it will be March. So I want to do more panel discussions. So if you guys are interested in joining me, feel free to send me a DM. And I am looking for women in particular for one that I'm going to do. And the topic is going to be I'm Not Your Superwoman. And this is a topic that I intended to do, I think, back in September. However, Hurricane Ida came and interrupted that plan. But I'm so glad that she did because I was going to do it alone. I was going to do it by myself. But now I've been thinking, I think this needs more voices than just mine. And I think it needs to come full circle with multiple women from multiple experiences, different backgrounds, different ages. So if you are willing to jump on that panel, I'm Not Your Superwoman, feel free to send me a DM and we will get together and figure out, a date and time that works for all of us. And also, I do have some more topics that I want to come up, and it's not just going to be exclusive to women. This can include men as well. So whether you just want to share your personal stories, you want to talk about your business, what you do, how you're serving, how you're seeking in this present moment, how you're sustaining, I would love to hear about it, and I would love to share that with you also. Again, send me a DM. If you have any questions or comments about anything that we talked about tonight, make sure that you leave me a comment or send me a DM. If you want to work with me one-on-one, as always, you can go to the link in the bio, set up a one-on-one session. You can pick my brain, or you can set up a Boss Your Goals session, or if you're interested in editing, copywriting, book coaching, all the other stuff that I do, make sure that you go to the website, browse around, see what works for you, set up a free consultation. Also, go to Gumroad, check out the ebooks that I have available. I also have worksheets, I have templates, so it's a lot of goodies. And I also have things that are $1. So go ahead and check all of those things out. And I would love for you all to join me tomorrow for Pick My Brain on @Masterpieces Writing. So make sure that you're following me there. And tomorrow I will be talking about why your resume is not working. So if you are in the job search process and you're getting frustrated, you've been sending resume after resume, filling out application after application, but you're still getting crickets, I can definitely help you with that. So make sure that you tune in to @Masterpieces Writing tomorrow and making sure that you click the bell so that you can get the notification when I go live. And also make sure that you are signed up for my mailing list so that you can know when my website is up and it's live. And I am going to give a special discount to my mailing list whenever the website is up, and they're going to get a sneak peek before everyone else. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure that you sign up for my mailing list. And as always, I appreciate you guys for tuning in with me, and I hope that you all have an amazing night, and I look forward to seeing you all in 2 weeks. So see you soon. Bye.